Hello! Today's video is basically a celebration of how odd some of you people are. I have been compiling a whole bunch of stuff that you guys have been writing to me or sending to me, either in the comments on my videos or on Twitter, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on Instagram, and it's bloody brilliant. So let's get on with it. Oh, actually, before I do get on with it, I want to give a shout out to Marcus Butler because I saw a video that was quite similar on his channel that gave me the inspiration for this video. So thank you very much, Marcus Butler. Okay, let's start with YouTube comments, shall we? And I think we'll begin with a good old classic bit of hate. This is one of the comments on my videos, and I just want to give a shout out to whoever wrote this because the grammar is incredible. Bitch, you a freaking bitch, you're a pussy, kill yourself, bitch, I want you to die, bitch. Lightning, 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 die, bitch. Thank you very much. Your constructive criticism has been taken on board, and I will consider everything you've just said to me. I recently did a video on this channel with both Alfie and Marcus, and the majority of the comments consisted of something like this. Alfie and Marcus are so hot. There was no mention of me. It was all Alfie and Marcus this, Alfie and Marcus that. Aren't they cute? Aren't they hot? Aren't they beautiful? And I have to say, I was feeling pretty low about myself. But then, a very nice person under the username Life of Saswal came along, and with 3 simple words made me feel very, very happy, and just went, so is Jim. Yes, thank you very much, so is Jim. And don't you guys forget it. However, it was quickly followed up with this. Jim has a small head. Maybe it's kind of strange to say, but I think that Jim and Tanya look pretty much alike. I don't think you could be any more wrong. Me and Tanya look nothing alike. In fact, I'm going to get a picture of her and put her here or something. I think we look completely different. In fact, in the comments down below, tell me if you think me and Tanya look alike, and maybe I'm just missing it, but I think we look really, really different. This one has been thumbs up 226 times, and it just says, have babies with Tanya already. Alright, we will, eventually. Just not going to happen quite yet. They take 9 months to make, and we're not quite ready, so just hold your horses, alright? Moist, 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 moist. That is the single worst comment I've ever read. Julia Forbes then followed it up with exactly what I was thinking at the time. Ew. This one was left on the video where I announced that Tanya and myself had got married, and it simply says, I bet they had wedding sex. I like to imagine this was written by like a 12-year-old boy because it's just the sort of thing you'd say. I am 27 years old. I've been with Tanya for 9 years now. You know, weddings have to be consummated. Also, on the same video where I announced that I am now married to a girl, my wife, Danny of Death has written, he gives off a bit of a gay vibe, not gonna lie. I'm really sorry to disappoint you, Danny, but I am in fact straight. I'm actually tempted to bring Tanya up here and just strip her down so you can see. Besides the fact, it wouldn't matter if I was gay or straight. There's no reason to comment on somebody's sexuality, ever, really. So think about things before you write them. Quite a long one here, and before I read it, I just want to set this scene a little bit for you. This was left on my Halloween video where I was dressed up and had an accent on for most of the video and was basically being like Dr. Frankenstein. And it says, I really, really like you, Jim. You're such a sweet and funny guy, but lately I've been feeling like you're maybe trying a little bit too hard to be funny and goofy in your videos, and it gets a little too artificial. Not hating or anything, I have just been watching you in your vlogs, and compared to those, I much prefer the more naturally funny Jim in those. Smiley face. Again, not hating, just letting you know my thoughts. Have a nice day. Oh, and OMG, Martha looks so cute in the costume. Well, thank you very much for your brutally honest feedback. It's nice to know that you were indeed not hating, and I'm sorry it came across as artificial. I mean, I was dressed up as Dr. Frankenstein with fake blood all over me. On that same video, someone else has written, how old is this guy? Which I kind of get. Yeah, I was carving pumpkins and I was dressed up and I was on my own with my dog in my kitchen. It's a little bit weird if you think about it. Moving on to Facebook. I was recently in LA and tried to take a selfie with the Hollywood sign and failed miserably. You can kind of see it in the background. If I zoom in, you might be able to see it. The things you guys replied to me with on Facebook were incredible. There's one of Bart Simpson with a cake saying, at least you tried. Esther Lee has actually enlarged the Hollywood sign, so it looks like I nailed it. Cheers, Esther. Here's Leonardo DiCaprio trying to squint to see it. And then there's 2 sharks, just saying, of course, bro. Everyone makes mistakes. I don't think it was a mistake. I stand by that selfie. It's one of my finest moments. And also on Facebook, whenever I post a picture of my dog, Martha, The responses I get are incredible. Just loads of your dogs. One dog, another dog, another dog, another dog. Another dog. Another dog. Another dog. Another dog. Another dog. A cat! Another cute dog from Kitty Kawaii. That's not a dog, Kitty. Definitely not a dog. That looks like a zombie to me, so do be careful when you pet that one. When I post a picture of my dog, please don't stop sending me pictures of your dog, because it makes me really, really happy. And I like to imagine Martha logs onto my computer at night time with her little paws and is like chatting to all the other dogs. Snapchat. I've only got 2 images for Snapchat because the third one I looked at was someone's nipple, and I thought, right, that's enough of that then. The first one is some ye old guy with long hair and a hat and a goatee. He looks familiar to me. Like, he looks like someone I know now. I kind of want to say Felix, as in PewDiePie, but no. Someone, anyway. But I like the way you can make anything internety. This guy's kind of readjusting his top, but his thumb's out, so it's like, thumbs up! And then this one, because it's just bloody brilliant. Thank you very much for sending me this, stranger. I love it. Right, and that is the end of this video. I very much hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down there. That'd be lovely. Make it as weird as possible so I can screenshot it and keep it for another one of these videos. In fact, if you do want another one of these videos, tell me that and I will do more. You can follow me on all those things I was talking about on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Tumblr, all that stuff. You can subscribe to my second channel where I do daily vlogs. There's a video on there Monday to Friday, and there'll be a link down there to that too. It's called Everyday Gym. That's everything. Have a terrific day, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.